Welcome back to the channel. Next car lunch. Imagine a Porsche that doesn't just turn heads, but also makes you question whether you really need a traditional luxury SUV or pickup for everyday work. The 2027 Porsche Traga 4 GTS could be one of the most interesting new Porsche models yet, combining performance, luxury, practicality, and the kind of road presence that can completely change what you expect from a premium utility vehicle. But here's the big question: is it actually worth the money, and could its long-term value surprise you? Before we go any further, there's one important point. The 2027 Porsche Traga 4 GTS is not a model with fully confirmed public specifications at the time of this script, so the pricing, powertrain, fuel economy, and equipment discussed here should be treated as estimates rather than official Porsche figures. From the first look, the Traga 4 GTS would follow Porsche's familiar formula: aggressive styling, a wide stance, sharp lighting, muscular bodywork, and a premium design that looks expensive from every angle. The GTS badge suggests that Porsche would focus on making this vehicle more exciting than a normal luxury utility model, while still keeping enough practicality for everyday driving. For American buyers, an estimated starting price could land around $100,000 to $120,000, depending on the final configuration and options. A highly equipped GTS version could easily move beyond $130,000. In Japan, an estimated price could be around 16 to 19 million yen, while American market export pricing in the Middle East could vary significantly because of taxes, shipping, specifications, and dealer margins. And this is where the Traga 4 GTS becomes interesting. You are not simply paying for transportation. You are paying for Porsche performance, luxury, technology, brand value, and potentially stronger resale demand than many lesser-known premium utility vehicles. Fuel economy, however, could be the biggest question for practical buyers. If Porsche uses a powerful gasoline or hybrid-assisted powertrain, real-world mileage could potentially fall somewhere around 18 to 25 miles per gallon depending on driving conditions, vehicle weight, tires, and engine configuration. In city traffic, expect the number to be lower. On the highway, careful driving could produce better results. If a hybrid system is included, that could make a meaningful difference during stop-and-go traffic. Hybrid assistance can reduce fuel consumption when accelerating from traffic lights and moving through crowded urban roads. For a business owner driving every day, even small fuel savings can add up over several years. But don't expect this to be an economy vehicle. Porsche buyers are choosing performance first, and fuel savings second. The real value comes from getting strong performance without necessarily sacrificing everyday usability. In the city, the Traga 4 GTS should feel surprisingly easy to manage for something wearing a Porsche badge. Good visibility, responsive steering, modern cameras, parking sensors, and driver assistance technology could make it much easier to handle in tight streets and busy American cities. For narrow streets, parking garages, shopping centers, and crowded downtown areas, its premium technology could become more useful than raw horsepower. You don't need a massive vehicle just to feel powerful. You need something that responds quickly and gives you confidence. On the highway, this is where the Porsche character should really appear. The suspension should offer a stable and controlled feeling at higher speeds, while the cabin should remain quiet and comfortable during long journeys. For American buyers traveling between cities or states, highway comfort can be just as important as acceleration. And then we have daily usability. If you're a small business owner, contractor, delivery operator, or someone who regularly carries equipment, the Traga 4 GTS needs to offer practical cargo capacity to justify its price. It may not be the ultimate heavy-duty work vehicle, but for tools, luggage, business equipment, shopping, and everyday cargo, it could provide enough flexibility. However, if your business regularly requires serious towing or extremely heavy loads, a traditional American pickup would still make more sense. One interesting competitor is the Ford F-150. The F-150 is built around practicality, work capability, affordability, and huge availability across America. Compared with the Porsche, the Ford would likely be much cheaper to purchase, easier to repair, and more practical for heavy commercial work. But the Porsche would fight back with luxury, driving excitement, premium technology, and brand appeal. If your priority is maximum work capability per dollar, choose the Ford. If you want a premium vehicle that can handle daily business duties while delivering a completely different driving experience, the Porsche becomes much more interesting. Maintenance is another major consideration. Porsche service costs are unlikely to be cheap. Routine maintenance, premium tires, brakes, specialized components, and dealership labor could cost significantly more than mainstream American vehicles. Buyers should budget for maintenance rather than assuming a luxury performance vehicle will have ordinary service costs. Insurance could also be expensive because of the vehicle's high purchase price, performance capability, repair costs, and premium parts. Before buying, American customers should get an insurance quote for their exact location and driving profile. Parts availability should be reasonably strong in major American cities through Porsche's dealer network and specialist repair shops, but replacement parts can still be expensive. In smaller areas, finding specialized components may take longer than with something like a Ford or Chevrolet. Long-term ownership is therefore all about balance. The purchase price is high, maintenance is premium, insurance may be higher, and fuel economy won't compete with smaller hybrids. But Porsche vehicles can maintain strong desirability in the used market when the specification, condition, mileage, and service history are right. That means depreciation could be more complicated than simply looking at the original price. A well-maintained GTS with desirable options could remain attractive to used car buyers, while an overly expensive configuration or heavily modified example could lose value faster. For American buyers, the smartest strategy would be choosing useful options, maintaining the vehicle properly, keeping mileage reasonable, and saving every service record. So, who is the 2027 Porsche Traga 4 GTS really for? It could be for someone who wants one vehicle to handle commuting, highway travel, business duties, family use, and weekend driving without giving up luxury. It could also appeal to overseas American buyers looking for something exclusive in markets such as Japan or the Middle East. But if your only goal is cheap transportation or serious commercial hauling, this Porsche probably isn't the smartest financial choice. The real attraction is that combination of prestige and practicality. It could give you the feeling of driving something special every morning while still being useful enough for real life. And that's exactly why the 2027 Porsche Traga 4 GTS could become one of the most interesting premium utility vehicles to watch. The biggest question isn't whether it will be fast or luxurious. The question is whether Porsche can make buyers feel that the extra money is actually worth it. If you enjoyed this first look, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to Next Car Lunch, and turn on notifications so you don't miss our upcoming car reviews, new model updates, pricing breakdowns, and the latest automotive news. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.